Hey everyone, in this video I wanted to share with you one fantastic growth stock that Cathie Wood owns that I think you might regret not buying on this dip. The stock is down 41% or 40.65% off its highs, and I think it's an excellent growth stock. But before I reveal what that stock is, I'm going to go through a few of its financial metrics to demonstrate why I think it's a fantastic growth stock. And then towards the end of the video, I'll reveal what that growth stock is. So let's get right into it, starting with revenue. So I have here pulled up a chart of the company's trailing 12-month revenue going back to 2019, and you could see the phenomenal growth here from, let's say, 1.5 billion in revenue in 2018 all the way up to 11.33 billion in revenue in its most recently updated trailing 12-month period. Additionally, this company operates in a market that's growing faster than the US market, so it is an international stock, and it's growing in a segment that's growing faster than that market that I'm speaking of. So it's got strong tailwinds behind it that should support above average growth for several years more. Now, this metric here, this stat here, I find to be more impressive than the revenue growth. And what I have pulled up here is a chart of its cash flow from operations to sales. In other words, how good it is at turning sales into cash flow from operations. And I have this going back the same time, right, until before 2019. And what you could see is a very nice upward trend. If I was to draw a line from 2019 to the end point, you could see a very nicely moving upward trend. And the final number is impressive also. 35.6% of its sales turn into cash flow. That's impressive. And look at the growth from 2022 up until this latest update. So it's on a nice trajectory, and it's carrying momentum behind it, and it's a well-run business. It's a well-run business. It's not run like some of these companies, the growth at all costs, where they're just investing in growth and spending on growth initiatives without really measuring if those initiatives are bringing in sufficient return on investment. That's not the case with this company. It's investing in growth. It's spending on growth, but that investment and that spending is bringing in sufficient return on investment. It's bringing in solid return on investment, which you can see demonstrated in metrics like its revenue growth and metrics like its cash flow from operations to sales. So really attractive figures here, and I can see why Cathie Wood is attracted to this stock as well. And finally, I'll highlight its forward price to earnings ratio. Now it's not cheap. It's trading at a forward PE of 51.52, but you'll hardly find Cathie Wood owning a cheap stock. Some of her stocks that she owns are, cheap, and I've highlighted a few of them. You'll notice on my channel. This one is not one of those. It's not cheap. And you're hardly going to find a company with these excellent metrics that it's demonstrating trading cheaply. It's just too impressive of a business in order to trade very cheaply. And in fact, you could see here around January of 2023 is when this stock was at its cheapest. And coincidentally, that's when I had first recommended this stock. I had recommended this stock as one of my top 23 stocks to buy in 2023. So I'm still recommending this stock as a stock to buy right now, despite the fact that it has increased in value somewhat. So what is this stock? This is Mercado Libre, sometimes known as the Amazon of Latin America. It's a really well-run business. Latin American growth is faster than US growth, and the online segment in Latin America is expected to grow much faster than the online segment in the US. So it's got that tailwind behind it. It's already a well-run business. So I expect good things from Mercado Libre, and I think Cathie Wood also expects good things. Otherwise, she would not be owning this stock right now. All right, but I think this is a stock you might regret not buying on this dip here. But that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.